For by grace you have been saved through faith. Ephesians 2 and verse 8. Oftentimes when we're discussing baptism with people, they bring this passage up as a proof text that says that baptism is not necessary for salvation. I want to very quickly use the example of Noah to show what biblical grace and biblical faith actually are. In Genesis chapter 6 and verse 8, the Bible tells us that Noah found grace in the eyes of the Lord. Well, what did this grace do for him? Well, Titus 2 in verses 11 and 12 says, For the grace of God that brings salvation has appeared to all men, teaching us. So the grace of God instructs. The grace of God instructed Noah to build an ark. It instructed Noah how big to make the ark, how many floors to put in the ark, how many windows to put in the ark. The grace of God instructed Noah. Then we have faith's part. In Hebrews chapter 11 and verse 7, the faith of Noah is laid out for us when it says, by faith, Noah being divinely warned. That's revelation. He heard the word of God. Faith comes by hearing, and hearing by the word of God. Romans 10 and verse 17. Of things not yet seen. That's trust. Moved with godly fear, so there's a fear, respect for God involved there. Prepared an ark. That is obedience. In the same way today, God's grace has instructed us on what to do in order to be saved. The question is, will you by faith hear what God has to say, trust what he says, and with godly fear obey what God says? As always, let me know what you think down in the comments. For more content like this, give me a follow.